Plex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying that made the times you live in be interesting? We've accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal, and they don't care, and everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now, and I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a white
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay Edwards.
Boom, shakalaka boom. You're tuned in to the free range human show of choice, your daily dose of reality radio, man. It starts right now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you live here on 103.9 FM WYAB. Hope everybody's doing well out there this morning on a thirsty Thursday here on the Clay Edwards Show. We're inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. You can text the show 769-241-1944. That's the Ellis Autoplex text line. Hope everybody is having a good morning. You can call the show 601-879-0002. What else can you do? You can watch the Mazda Jackson live stream as I sit over here and tweak that just a little bit. Apparently, I'm going to have to adjust it every morning now. You can't just save your settings. That's great. But that's over on YouTube, X, and Rumble at SaveJXN. X is having a problem with live streams being pushed over. So I have to, it did go there yesterday, but it didn't, nobody knew it unless you clicked on the live photo. So if you're watching on X, or if that's a platform you like to watch the show on at any point, I figured out what I have to do. I have to go in, open it, and then share your own live stream to your feed. I was doing that as we were going live. So we should be live on X, Rumble, and YouTube by simply dropping a Save JXN into the search bar, and it should pop right up. Again, that's the Mazda Jackson live stream. We got a great community there of commenters. Shout out to my admin over there. Helps keep everything in line. That's Justin at Stickered there on YouTube. So we appreciate everybody there. Just kind of tinkering around with it a little bit there. I like it like that better. All right. So school choice. I'm just beginning to think that it's become some kind of death cult, suicide death cult here in Mississippi. Because no matter how much everybody tells them that we just don't want it as it's currently constituted, they just double down. Oh, y'all are just a bunch of Democrats. Oh, you're working with the ACLU. You're against the Trump agenda. Didn't you listen to us? We brought in the former gay adult film star to tell y'all about how good school choice was. Why don't y'all listen to us? It doesn't matter how right you are. It doesn't matter how wrong we are. Vice versa. The majority has spoken. We aren't interested. We are not interested in it. It is not the water cooler conversation that y'all think it is everywhere outside of your bubble. Whether it's the GOP offices in downtown Jackson, I love those guys. I just disagree with them on this. Whether it's all the representatives at the Capitol or legislators, Senate and House of Representatives side that voted for it, I know y'all are getting it from every direction, but you're really only getting it from the people who want it. Or whether it's the governor's office, or whether it's over at Super Talk. It's just all one little echo chamber. Outside of that, it's just not that popular of a topic. I talk about it on this show some. When I'm out and about moving around and people talk to me, on God, I have not had one person publicly speak to me about school choice or bring it up in conversation. Not one time. People want to talk about Trump. They want to talk about Jackson. They want to talk about all kinds of other things. Nobody's brought up school choice. Now, when I bring it up, because I am a curious individual and I like to know what people are thinking, the conversation goes something like this. I know, what do you think about school choice? Oh, yeah. Parental choice. Yeah. Parents should have some say-so in their children's education. I was like, oh, so do you think that? I said, and I don't disagree with that, by the way. I think parents should have some say-so in their children's education. They already do. They have a lot of choice, a lot of say-so in their children's education. They can choose to move wherever they want to and send their kids wherever they want. There's no handcuffs holding them to wherever they're at. When I hear parental education, or parental choice, what I think is, I should have some say-so if they have gay books in the library. If my children are having a woke ideology shoved down their throats, I should have some say-so in that. I don't think that means I should be able to stay where I'm at and send my kid wherever I want them to go. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. But so when I ask people, I'm like, okay, well, I know that's the way they sent the polling question out. Should parents have more say-so in their children's education? Oh, yeah. I agree with that. So that's where they're coming up with the 70% of people agree with school choice stuff. But they didn't ask them, do you agree with school choice? They asked them, do you believe in parental choice? They didn't say, do you think all the kids from Jackson should be able to come over into Rankin and Madison County and go to the public schools without having to move over here? See that when you ask that question, oh, no, sirree. No, sirree. That ain't why we moved over here. No. No, don't agree with that. Don't agree with that at all. But what about public funds following children to private schools? 50-50 on that, depending on, if they're in public education, they're against it. But there's some people who, that 50-50 on that, I would say. A lot more people are against that than I thought, to be honest. That's not my hill to die on. I'm just going to be honest with you. While your kid is in school, if you want to take those tax dollars and use them to go to a private school, Clay Edwards is going to be on record here. I don't have a problem with that. Not my hill to die on. If they pass that today, I would have no problem with that. Then when your kid's out of school, those tax dollars go back to the public school where you live. I don't have a problem with that. Then there's what about this, Clay? Or this would be me having a conversation with a complete stranger. Well, what about people under $55,000 a year income that live in a bad school district like Jackson? What if we gave them an extra $6,000 or $7,000 a year, whatever it is? I forget the number off the top of my head. What if we gave them some extra money so they could send their kid to private school? And that's when the frying pan comes out and they want to club you upside the head. They mean, welfare for private schools? Don't we give the poor's enough around here already? We got to send them to private school? Or charter or whatever. And see, then you start realizing that the people pushing this are either in the charter school business or they're being paid to push it by people like the Koch brothers, who are looking to make a lot of money out of the private and charter school business. And they've donated a lot of money to Trump. And again, you don't have to agree with 100% of anything a president does. I don't agree with 100% of Trump. I don't know what this little slice of the pie percentage-wise is. But as of right now, this has really been the only thing I disagree with that I know of 100% for sure. But they want to get a piece of that pie, that $1 trillion pie of public funds for private businesses, or that education money, $1 trillion a year. They want to slice that pie, and I get it. And I don't have a big problem with it. But I have the big problem is the public to public, and then you're telling me that we're going to give people in low-income areas. So basically, like the majority of people in Jackson would qualify for this extra $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a year, whatever it is. And they could take that money and send their kid to one of these, ta-da, brand new charter or private schools that are going to open up in where? Jackson and other low-income areas. Does it make sense for y'all now? The motivations of the people that are pushing this, and where they get our quote unquote our grassroots brothers and sisters in this movement, who I agree with a lot of stuff with the grassroots people on, and there's a lot of stuff I agree with the mainstream, the elitist, whatever you want to call them, the Republican industrial complex folks on. The official Mississippi GOP. I'm probably 50-50 about who I agree with stuff on, who I disagree with stuff on. But where they get our grassroots brothers and sisters around the state is this right here, especially in central Mississippi. A lot of the grassroots Republicans are white people that live in predominantly black areas that don't want to send their kids to public schools in those areas, like Hinds County, not just in Jackson, but literally the county, Byram, Terry, Clinton, Raymond, Bolton. Does it make sense? That, of course, those people would love to get that money to send their kids to a non-public school in that area. And I'm just, I'm sure, I know there's black folks too that don't want to send their kids to the public schools. But when I think grassroots Republican groundswell, I think white people. I just do. I mainly think white people that live in predominantly black areas. Example A of what I mean by grassroots people. And this is not a knock at all. I don't want this to come across as an insult at all, because it's not. But it is a stereotype because, well, stereotypes are earned, not given. That's not just for black folks and minorities. White people have stereotypes too. And they're earned, not given. It's the same people who think they got a chance at unseating Benny Thompson every 2 years that live in Benny Thompson's district and think, oh, we got a real candidate this time. We got a chance to get him this time. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I hate to be the bad guy here, but every now and then you need that family member that's going to just kind of hit you upside the head and tell you, you don't. But on the flip side, no black Democrats coming over into Rankin County and beating Michael Guest, or a white one for that matter. It's just the way the lines are drawn. So my point being, I understand why our grassroots brothers and sisters like Andrew Gosser and others, Melanie Sojourner, I know she's a huge advocate for this, and I like Melanie. I always supported her when she was in the Senate. She lives down, in an area where She don't want her kids to go to that public school, and they're having to spend a lot of money to send their kids to private school. I heard her on Jameson Haygood's show back in the day trying to explain it all. And just, unfortunately, the first thing that I can think of is just move. It sucks. I get it. But you can't ask the rest of us who have found a way to get into a good school district. And I don't have kids in school right now. This ain't even my battle right now, but I want my school district to stay great, whether my kids are going to school in it or not. I mean, just for obvious reasons. The better your school district is, the higher your property values are, the higher quality your neighbors are, the safer your city is, the better the quality of life is, so on and so forth. So I get it. I do. But you can't ask the rest of us to fall on the sword so you can send your kids to whatever school you want to. You can't do that. Because the majority, at least in central Mississippi, and I would bet North Mississippi, they got great schools up there. South Mississippi's got great schools. I think the majority want to continue keeping their schools great and don't feel like we should fall on the sword. So special interest can make a lot of money on these charter and private schools. And so our grassroots brothers and sisters in low-income, predominantly Democrat areas can get money to send their kids to charter or private schools. I hope that makes sense for everybody. I try to break it down in a way that I would understand it sitting at a bar, being explained it to, having it explained to me by somebody if I had no idea what they were talking about. So let's take a break real quick, come back, and I want to unpack this a little bit more and give you some examples of why I believe it's a death cult. This is the Clay Edwards Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on WYAB.
.1039 WYAB.
This Valentine's, guys, it's one stop and you're done. I'm John.
And I'm Corey Ravenstein.
At Juniker Jewelry Company, we have thousands of ways to say, I love you, without you having to say a word.
We are Mississippi's largest fine jeweler with case after case of rings, pendants, earrings, colored gemstone pieces, all at the lowest prices in the state.
Diamond studs from just $195.
Juniker sterling silver pieces start at under $250.
And our signature colored gemstone pendants starting at just $275.
Diamond pendants for under $995 and diamond tennis bracelets for under $2,000.
Maybe it's time for that diamond. Juniker Jewelry Company is Mississippi's direct diamond importer with more loose diamonds and settings than any store in the state.
Guys, it's one-stop shopping and you're done.
This year, this Valentine's, come to Juniker's.
Your one-stop Valentine store.
Juniker Jewelry Company, 1485 Highland Colony Parkway in Madison, and JunikerJewelry.com, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
Looking to make technology work for your business instead of the other way around? Visit brentech.ms today. From reliable network infrastructure and wireless internet to cloud or on-premise backups, Brentech has solutions that keep your business connected, secure, and running smoothly. Don't let tech headaches slow you down. Discover how Brentech can simplify and elevate your business at brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. Brentech, technology made easy.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Jackson, get ready for the official Dixie National Rodeo After Show at Martin's downtown on Saturday, February 14th. Live on stage, Cowboy Troy, the pioneer of hip hop and country rap. You've seen him with Big and Rich, Nashville Star, and even Dancing with the Stars. Now he's bringing that high-energy Texas country sound straight to Martin's. Don't miss this one-night party after the rodeo. Cowboy Troy. Tickets are on sale now at Eventbrite or visit the Martin's Downtown Facebook page.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
When seconds making a play, Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by our friends over at Cypress Point Resort. You just heard the commercial for it. Look, I'm just going to give you some Valentine's ideas here. That's where you want to go for Valentine's. Go to the steakhouse. Go to the tavern. Take your significant other out there. It's going to be a good time if you're looking for something a little on the fancier side. Oh, man, Cypress Point's going to be it. And then, of course, when you get through eating there, whether it's steak, seafood, pasta, all that great stuff, go right next door to Cameron's Garage and enjoy some great live music. It's always a good time at Cypress Point Resort. They've got you can go to their Facebook page, just type in Cypress Point Resort, click on it, and they've got all their great stuff. Let's see here. Saturday night, Valentine's night, inside the garage. They got our good friends, Burnham Road. It's going to be a $10 cover charge, and the cover charge actually starts a little early at 4 p.m. So get out there to Cypress Point Resort. The live band is going to be going from 7 to 11. Man, it's going to be a good time right there at Cypress Point Resort this weekend. Valentine's. Get out there. Like I said, go to the tavern or the steakhouse, get you a great meal, get that belly full, get you a couple cocktails on top of it, get loosened up a little bit, then walk next door and see Laura, Lee, and TJ tear it down in the garage. Might see me there. Who knows? All right, let's jump back into it. We're talking about school choice. We got a couple texts on the Ellis Autoplex text line. I got some videos queued up I want to play. So, look, here's another thing. One of the texters said, when you get in the weeds of this whole thing, it's socialism. And I've heard several people say that. I've said it. There's an expression, and I always like to credit Stephen Yatroska, and I don't know who he got it from. He used to be a radio host here. He was knee-deep in politics. Stephen always talked about how we're supposed to be a super red state. We had a super red majority. Now, we've lost the super majority, but we're still a very red state. There's a Republican majority on everything. But Real Clear Politics data shows us as being a purple state, which that tells you a lot of people down under the dome ain't really Republicans. So Stephen had a saying, when everybody's a Republican, nobody's a Republican. And it took me a while to understand that. But because I was green, hadn't really paid attention to state politics. I'd really just paid attention to Jackson crime. And I knew a little bit more about national politics than I did really state politics. 5 years into this, I know a lot about state politics, and I 100% understand if everybody's a Republican, nobody's a Republican. So, for example, using the school choice thing as an example, one of the ways they try to sell this is, Clay, doesn't every kid deserve a great opportunity? Doesn't every kid deserve a chance at a great education? Unfortunately, the right answer is yeah. Reality is no. Just plain and simple. Every kid's not going to get the same opportunity as every kid. They're not. Y'all know they aren't. These bad school districts are still going to exist. A lot of kids are going to still be going to these bad school districts. And they're still not going to be starting on third base. But using their logic, doesn't every kid deserve to get to start on third base, Clay? When everybody starts on third base, nobody starts on third base. When everybody starts on third base, that's just first base. You're not bringing the bottom up, you're bringing the top down. That's why it's socialism. And these people who push socialism never want to admit that you're not bringing the bottom up, you're bringing the top down. Every time. If everybody's rich, nobody's rich. People still got to change your oil. People still got to cook, clean, do the jobs that you don't want to do. There's always going to be people who make more money. You might be a millionaire, but you're going to work for a billionaire. So they put out this video. This is a guy that's, what's his name? I'm not sure. Brian Jordis. His Twitter bio says National Press Secretary for School Choice Now, sharing powerful stories, breaking news, and the latest school choice updates. DMs open for media request. He says, so he's got a video here, and Senator Dean Kirby was on, did an interview with Mississippi Today, I guess is who it was. And he made the comment that, look, he said, we couldn't find anyone for it. He goes, I got 200 texts and emails, and only 2 people were for school choice, and only one of them lived in Rankin County, and Dean's a senator in Rankin County. He said that person didn't even live in his district. And this guy says, in his tweet here, he says, yes, a bill to expand school choice in Mississippi was killed in the state Senate. No, Senator Kirby, you are not right to say, quote, we couldn't find anyone for it. And the Wall Street Journal crew called him on it. And naturally, we have to share that with you and have some fun with it. So this was, I guess, a Wall Street Journal interview. They keep referencing this polling that they did that I referenced in the first segment that is not very honest in the way they got the polling. Y'all know polls are full of crap. You can get a poll to say anything you want. I could do a poll and trick Jacksonians into supporting Trump if I word it right. I could get the liberal purple-haired nutjob baristas in Fondren to support ICE if I worded it right. So anyway, let's play this video here real quick.
But we couldn't find anyone for it.
Senate Pro Tem Dean Kirby actually leave his office and speak to somebody who's actually walking on the street. If he couldn't find a single person who supported that bill, my guess is that he wasn't talking to many people beyond the teachers' unions.
We had 59 Republicans vote for
this. Is Jason White here on Super Talk.
That bill out of 78. That basically tracks what the polling shows for Republican primary voters. At 85%, it polls off the chart. Oh, you know that's right.
It's a shame that the Senate killed this bill. It sounds like they're listening to the teachers' lobby, which always resists school choice legislation. The polling speaks for itself.
It's not over! No! We are taking this into overtime! Coming on, yeah!
So they added, they were not very honest right there with that Dean Kirby video. They edited out what he actually said. Very dishonest, shady tactics, For a bunch of people who keep calling everybody else Democrats, they're acting like Democrats with their selective editing of these videos. And if you give me 1 second here, I will pull up the original video. And it was with Mississippi Today. I don't know. I guess Wall Street Journal did its own little segment there. It's just very dishonest. And again, they didn't tell you the whole story. Here we go, right here. All right, give me 1 second. Let me make sure it looks right on the screen. All right, that's going to have to work. So we can do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to go to break here real quick. I just won't. Always aggravating when it doesn't do what I want it to do, but as life goes. Here we go. This is the original clip that the pro school choice people edited to try to push a lie. I told you we're here to call them out today. It's a death cult.
They got down so quickly, they didn't have time to really hear from the constituents as we did before it came up. I personally only had about maybe a little over 200 emails and texts on that. A senator of North Mississippi across the aisle from me said he'd had over 1,000.
Wow.
So they didn't have all that we had. The pressure built when it came to our side.
Well, you come from Rankin County. You come from a very good school district.
I do.
What did you hear from your constituents and educators?
Well, since you asked, of all those texts and emails, I had 3 people ask me to vote for it. And one of those lived in Rankin County, but not in my district.
So that right there, they said that he said nobody. He couldn't find nobody who was for it, is what they said. He just told you right there, 3 people reached out to him. That's not 3, ain't nobody. Now, don't tell me, Clay, that's semantics. He found 3 people. One of them lived in Rankin County and not in his district that was for it. And he makes a great point. See, the House side, I'm just kind of picking random days here. They dropped this on a Monday, had a vote on it by Wednesday, pretty much. They had 2, 3 days, 4 days to read this whole abomination and vote on it. The public did not have time to wrap their heads around what this thing was. Shows like this made a big difference. That's why it only passed by 2 votes. And those 2 votes were 2 Republicans that were scared to vote on it. One didn't show up to work that day. The other one took a walk. We wouldn't even be, and that's politics. That's the price you pay to play the game. All is fair in love and war. I get it. But quit acting like it was some big win. That's all the majority spoke. Did they? Did they? Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show, 103.9 FM, WYAB, inside the Men's Health, Women's Wellness of Mississippi Studios on a big old, beautiful Thursday morning in Central Mississippi.
Mississippi's stimulating talk. 103.9 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Hey guys, I have a secret for you. We notice. We notice when you're tired all the time. We notice when your drive is gone. We notice when you're just not feeling that into us. But here's the good news. It might not be your age. It might be your testosterone level. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Men's Health of Mississippi. We help men just like you. We specialize in giving you back your strength, your energy, stamina, and confidence. Don't settle for feeling less than your best. Call Men's Health of Mississippi today to find out what your testosterone level is. Trust me, we'll notice that too. Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness of Mississippi. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us at our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
This Valentine's Day, be the hero without the hassle. At Green Oak, we're the Valentine's Day experts. We know exactly what she wants, and we make it easy for you to get it right. Choose from stunning hand-designed floral arrangements and gifts online at greenoakms.com or visit us in-store in Jackson next to Palm Bridges Park or in Ridgeland at the Township. Green Oak does all the work. You get all the credit. Order now at greenoakms.com and make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Green Oak, Jackson's floral experts since 1960.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by our friends over at A1 Gear and Auto, Highway 49 South, Florence, Mississippi. Swing by there if you have any issues with your vehicle, mechanical, otherwise. They got you taken care of. The only thing they don't work on is diesel engines. They'll work on the truck, just not the engine. Need brakes, any of that stuff, ring and pinion work, they got you. They just ain't working on the engine. Other than that, any mechanical issues you're having with your vehicle, they got you taken care of. AC not blowing cold, heat not working, running hot, they got you. A1 Gear and Auto. Justin, the owner, one of the OGs around here, been leading the industry for the last 16, 17 years now in ring and pinion work. You go to another shop, they don't do that work in-house, they're probably sending it to A1 Gear and Auto. Why'd you go to the middleman? Go to the man. Right there, Highway 49 South, Florence, Mississippi. They work on all the Jeeps, all the big trucks with the big wheels and tires. Everybody knows when you're upgrading your four-wheel drive, you go to A1 Gear and Auto. They just know. Anyway, go by and see them today. It's going to be fixed. It's going to be diagnosed right the first time, which is going to save you time and money. It's going to be fixed right on time and on budget every time. A1 Gear and Auto, Florence, Mississippi. Of course, locally owned, locally operated. We appreciate their business here at WYAB. All right, so somebody has brought this Corey DeAngelis guy into Mississippi. Now, Corey DeAngelis is a school choice specialist. His Twitter bio reads, Senior Fellow at Americans Fair, President of the EF Institute, Senior Advisor at Accuracy in Media, Board at LJ Center, Senior Fellow, American Culture Project, and he's married to Miranda. Now, you know, I think it was last year, something like that, somebody found out that Corey used to do rainbow-themed adult videos, we'll call it. And look, hey, you know, we brought this up. Everybody has a past. I have a past. I told y'all about that. You know, I try not to judge anybody for their past. it would be lost on me if we didn't mention it, just based on who he's commingling with. It's just taking pictures with Tate, coming in to wag their fingers at all of us that won't go along with this, calling all of us names, Democrats, ACLU co-conspirators, Democrat sympathizers, and all this stuff. It's like, but bro, do you even live in Mississippi? What is your interest in this? So he was on, and I mean, who brought him in here? We'll discuss that after the video. This is about 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. He was on Gerard's show on Super Talk, but Gerard wasn't the host. It looks like the guest host that day was Linda Allen. So let me just read you the tweet here. It says, on Middays with Gerard, with guest host Linda Allen, Corey DeAngelis, executive director for the Education Freedom Institute, makes a bold case for education. DeAngelis argues parents, not bureaucrats, should decide where education dollars go. Public school, private school, homeschool, religious education. The choice, he says, should rest with the families. But after passing in the House, the bill died in the Senate committee meeting and only lasted 90 seconds. Is it over? Not according to DeAngelis. So let me see here. See if I can get this.
Look, Miss.
Hold on one second. Here we go. All right, let's play this video here.
Look, Mississippi already spends over $14,000 per student per year in the traditional government-run school system. And the proposal here is just to allow the money to follow the child, not even the full amount. Let's say half, about $7,000 would follow the child. And so we'd fund the individual as opposed to the institution. It's the money follows the decision of the parent because parents know their kids better than anybody else. They care about their kids' educational needs, certainly more than bureaucrats sitting in offices hundreds of miles away. And guess what? 17 other red states have already done this in the past few years alone. And so it's on the Republican Party platform. Tate Reeves, the governor, has been a huge supporter of school choice. He also just signed up for President Trump's nationwide school choice program, which is a federal tax credit. And now 27 states have already done that this year. And I'm from Texas. We just passed the universal school choice program as well. But the concept's simple, Linda. It's basically the money belongs to the kids and their family. It's meant for educating children. It should follow them to the school that works best. And if that's a public school, fine. If you like your public school, you can keep it. But for real this time, unlike with your doctor, but with the school system, when there's
I like how they did that. See, they have nothing to do with each other. Nothing.
competition, it's a rising tide that lifts all boats. If
What does school choice have to do with Obamacare?
parents, look, if you like what's going on, then nothing changes and you stay in your public school. But if not, some of that funding should follow you to private school to pay for tuition and fees. Maybe you want to use it for homeschool curriculum, or maybe you want a religious education for your kid. That funding is yours. It should follow your kid to the school that you choose is the best fit for your child. And it may be because of academics, but it also could be because of safety. Maybe the traditional school, there's bullying going on. Maybe it's not a right fit for your kid. Maybe it's the mission of the school that's not aligned with your values. What we saw during the COVID years in so many states was through the Zoom school, a lot of parents saw that there was far left ideology in some of the schools with critical race theory, social justice activism, and gender ideology. And so if parents aren't on board with that, you know, they could complain to the school board, but we've seen so many times that the school board doesn't want to listen to parents. So at the very least, parents need an escape valve. They need an exit option if they need that opportunity. But again, if not, if your public schools are doing great in your area, they should have nothing to worry about.
You know, we look at it right now. It passed the House. It died a very quick death in the Senate. And so is it dead now for this legislative session, or is there still hope that you and your supporters are able to push this through?
It ain't over till it's over, right?
And the fat lady
session
sings,
isn't
right?
over. Yes, and you're right. In the Senate Education Committee, which is controlled by Republicans, you'd think they'd be willing to at least hear President Trump's main education priority. And if you look at Republican primary voters, they are absolutely on board with the concept of school choice. And it shouldn't really.
I want to say this. They keep acting like the folks in the Senate weren't well aware of all this. They didn't. Oh, they killed it in 90 seconds in the committee. They've had a full year or more to digest this. I can assure you the pro-school choice people that run these conservative think tanks here in Mississippi, whether it's Grant Callen over at Empower, Douglas Carswell at the Mississippi Center for Public Policy, our very own Lindsey Beckham, and whomever else, Russ Latino at Magnolia Tribune, they've heard it. They didn't have to deliberate about it long. They knew. They saw the smoke that the folks in the House that voted for it got because they bit into that apple. They believed all this because they live in an echo chamber. They saw the smoke they got from their constituents. They saw one of their constituents over there in the House side from North Mississippi that voted for it get his whole business canceled because he voted for it. They didn't need long. It's like if you're on a jury, you hear all the evidence. You've been on trial for 2 or 3 days, been on that jury stand, had to hear everything. You go back into the room to deliberate, and they come right back guilty, innocent. It don't take a whole lot of deliberating. They knew. Y'all want this? No. Unanimously. It was unanimously no. The Republicans teamed with the Democrats. We have different interests in this thing, no doubt about it. But the end result is the same. We just don't want it. And that bill was not a good bill. They lumped in a bunch of stuff, some booby traps, like the teacher pay raise for teacher assistants, but they left out the assistance part. That was in fine print. They wanted people to think that people who voted against school choice also voted against a pay raise for teachers. That's how they tried to trap people into voting for it. And they put that welfare clause in there. Ugh.
Be a partisan issue because Democrats benefit from school choice too, and they support it when you ask the voters. Independents support it as well, but they didn't even have a conversation. They met for about 2 minutes. I think it was closer to 90 seconds, and they quietly killed the bill on a voice vote. I think because they knew they were on the wrong side of history, and there's no legitimate arguments against letting the funding follow the student. It's meant for the parents. They should be in the driver's seat, and they should decide for their own kids. Your kids don't belong to the government. The money doesn't belong to the government schools. It belongs to the child, and the parents should direct that funding. And so there's some more tricks up our sleeve.
So look, that's the argument for it. I'm not telling y'all what way to think. I like to be upfront and honest about what I think. I think he makes a great argument for it. And I wanted to play that argument for you guys. You make your minds up. What do you think about it? Does it work for you? Are you okay with Rankin County schools, Madison County schools, having money stripped away from them? These great schools. Are you okay with money being stripped away to be sent to private school, to be sent to charter schools, to be used at home school, or to follow, for whatever reason, some kid would want to leave one of those good schools and go to an underperforming district? Are you okay with that? It's up to you, not me. I'm just playing both sides of the argument, but I always like to tell you where I stand because I never sit in the middle. I'm never going to play both sides against the middle. I'm picking a side. Always have, always will. We'll be right back.
Johnny's Pizza House is turning up the heat with our sweet the swamp pizza. Packed with crawfish, shrimp, a taste of crab, andouille sausage, bell peppers, onions, jalapenos, and a blend of Cajun spices, all smothered in delicious mozzarella cheese. It's the perfect bite of the bayou and the perfect meal for any Cajun crave. Try our Cajun flip or dive into a sweet the swamp pizza bowl. A taste of Louisiana flavor is waiting on you. Let's share a slice today at Johnny's Pizza House.
Jackson, get ready for the official Dixie National Rodeo After Show at Martin's downtown on Saturday, February 14th. Live on stage, Cowboy Troy, the pioneer of hip hop and country rap. You've seen him with Big and Rich, Nashville Star, and even Dancing with the Stars. Now he's bringing that high-energy Texas country sound straight to Martin's. Don't miss this one-night party after the rodeo. Cowboy Troy. Tickets are on sale now at Eventbrite or visit the Martin's Downtown Facebook page.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
When second's making a play, Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle,
Two
good
things:
hustle.
communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
At Flora Animal Hospital, our team doesn't just take care of your pet's needs. We feel like it starts with the pet parents. If the pet parent is informed thoroughly and understands the situation with the animal and why certain things need to be done or certain medications need to be given, it's easier to get that done. Our website is floraanimalhospital.com. It'll take you straight to the online store where your medicine can be purchased, food can be purchased, prescription or non-prescription, and they will be shipped straight to your front door. floraanimalhospital.com.
This Valentine's Day, be the hero without the hassle. At Green Oak, we're the Valentine's Day experts. We know exactly what she wants, and we make it easy for you to get it right. Choose from stunning hand-designed floral arrangements and gifts online at greenoakms.com or visit us in-store in Jackson next to Palm Bridges Park or in Ridgeland at the Township. Green Oak does all the work. You get all the credit. Order now at greenoakms.com and make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Green Oak, Jackson's floral experts since 1960.
You can show your pride and patriotism in honor of the 250th birthday of this great nation by proudly flying a flag. And a complete flag source on I-55 in Jackson is the place to find it. All sizes for all purposes. And they have the official 250-year celebration flag. Have a look at CompleteFlags.com. That's CompleteFlags.com. Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards.
Welcome back in. We got a short little segment here. Coming up in the next hour, we're going to table this conversation for now. We've got Dylan Anglin coming in. He's one of our new sponsors here on the show with Anglin Plumbing. We're going to hear all about Dylan's company, his mission statement, how he can help you guys, the listeners, with all of your plumbing needs, get him good and introduced to everybody out there in Clay Edwards Show and WYAB land. Hey, look, as far as school choice stuff goes, that's the end of it for now with me. If they end up calling a special session, we need to continue this fight. We absolutely will. And I fully expect the attacks to commence now. See y'all in just a minute.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk. 1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Possible new evidence in the search for Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of the Today Show's Savannah Guthrie. Investigators have discovered a pair of black gloves not far from Nancy's home north of Tucson. They resemble the ones worn by the person seen on her doorbell cam video the night she was abducted. Retired FBI Special Agent Lance Lysing.
From the backpack to the holster to the potential weapon to the jacket to the flashlight in his mouth to the unique ski mask. But most of them have some unique characteristics that will absolutely be followed up on.
The search for Nancy Guthrie is entering its 12th day. We're learning the decision to ground flights in and out of El Paso Airport Tuesday night into Wednesday involved a laser weapons test that tried to take down a drone. Sources tell us it was actually a party balloon. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
This decision by the FAA to close the El Paso airspace for up to 10 days kicked off a firestorm of finger-pointing. Lawmakers want answers. The top Republican on the Senate committee that has oversight of the FAA says he wants a classified briefing as soon as possible to understand what happened and why.
Closure was canceled hours after it began. A CBS News analysis finds the number of detained immigrants giving up their cases and leaving the country has hit a record high. CBS's Katie Weiss from New Orleans.
From the immigrants that we've spoken to who have been in detention and some who have opted for this choice of voluntary departure, they tell me it's likely a factor of just how exhausting the process has become. They say that the conditions are terrible in some of these detention facilities, and it just becomes a point where immigrants want to have their freedom.
The Gallup organization says it'll stop tracking presidential approval ratings.
Gallup has been conducting its monthly poll on presidential performance for 88 years, but says it is shifting its focus to issues and policy polling. Gallup's decision comes as President Trump ramps up his threats against the media and pollsters.
They interview Democrats by big numbers and then Republicans by small.
Trump sued pollster J.Ann Selzer and the Des Moines Register after their poll days before the 2024 election suggested Kamala Harris had a 3-point lead in Iowa. Trump won the state by 13 points. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
There's new information on the leading causes of death for pregnant women in the U.S. CBS's Michael George.
A Columbia University study found accidental drug overdose is the most common cause of death, followed by homicide and suicide. Researchers say more pregnant and postpartum women should be screened for drug use and for signs of domestic violence.
Dow futures up 175. This is CBS News.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsor.
You're next to order. Please pull forward.
You know, Josh, when you said you were springing for lunch, I didn't think you meant drive-through fast food.
Ah, come on, man. Money's been tight lately, and these high gas prices are killing me.
You pay full price at the pump? Get your head out of the sand and start using Upside.
What's Upside?
Come on, dude. Upside is the free app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it every time I fill up my tank.
Does that really add up?
I've already banked around $200.
That's serious cash.
Hi, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'm ordering the free Upside app to start earning cash back on every gallon of gas I buy.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ORDER to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ORDER for a 25 cents per gallon.
News and weather brought to you this hour by Flora Animal Hospital, where we treat your pets like our own. Visit our website, floraanimalhospital.com.
The trial of an ex-Jackson cop, Marcus Johnson, gets his say starting today. 69 and sunny this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy and 48. Friday, it's mostly sunny and 73. An update to the weather situation for the weekend. Saturday afternoon and Saturday night and even into Sunday, heavy rain and thunderstorms are possible, with some of those possibly strong. With news on 103.9 WIAB, I'm Chris Davis. Marcus Johnson used an axe to attack Carlos Collins, the man with whom he had had a relationship, say prosecutors, presenting video evidence, which they say also shows Collins being shot 15 times before Johnson split, eventually being caught by state police in Louisiana. The prosecution rested its case Wednesday. Today, the defense gets its say. A stolen black Dodge Charger was able to get away from Capitol Police while they were chasing it Wednesday on I-55, say Capitol Police. They say they last saw that car near where I-55 and I-20 meet, just south of downtown. They are asking for tips. Prayer and scripture reading could soon be allowed in a group setting in public schools in the state if a bill that has already passed the House also passes the Senate and becomes law. The proposal is for that time to be before or after school or at lunchtime. It would be voluntary and parents would have to give permission for the kids to participate. Whether it rains Saturday or not, the Dixie National Rodeo Parade will go on, says Mississippi Ag Commissioner Andy Gibson. The parade is set for 10:30 in downtown Jackson, and this year is no different than before, with with the wagon train, floats, and all the fixins. The average price for a gallon of regular in Mississippi is at $2.44, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying? May the times you live in be interesting. We have accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal. And they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a motherfucker. Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay.
Boom goes La Dynamite. It's hour 2 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO. Clay Edwards Show here on the 50,000 watt blowtorch, also known as WYAB 103.9 FM. We're also streaming worldwide on the Mazda of Jackson live stream on YouTube, X, and Rumble at Save JXN. We're also streaming on the backup YouTube channel as I tweak out a few things there at Clay Edwards Show on YouTube. Yeah, you can also follow me on social media at Clay Edwards Show on Instagram and TikTok, and at Save JXN on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X. We're all over the place. There's either a Save Jackson, a Clay Edwards Show. They both have different type content on them. Anyway, follow me. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Let's get to 50 likes today. If you're watching anywhere else, hit the share button. All right, here we go, man. So in studio, the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio, where you can always text Clay to 601-800-5130 for a complimentary testosterone screening for Men's Health and Women's Wellness Mississippi. We've got one of our new partners here on the show. We have Dylan Anglin with Anglin Plumbing, based out of, is that in Pearl technically?
Technically it's Pearl, yes, sir.
Yeah, in Pearl. It really don't matter where he's at. He's in Central Mississippi. You're not getting any plumbing work done at his shop. You're getting it done at your place of business or home. So where he's located is really kind of irrelevant in the big picture, I guess. One of those type businesses.
Awesome, dude. Thanks for having me on the show, Clay. Hi, everyone. My name is Dylan Anglin, owner of Anglin Plumbing Service. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you here, Dylan. So look, we got in touch with each other, and you've come on the show as a partner here to help grow your business and help people out. One of the reasons I was specifically looking for a plumber is because it's one of the businesses, like the personal service businesses, professional service businesses, that I get asked by a lot of people, Clay, do you know a good plumber? And I'm like, man, actually I don't, like not off the top of my head.
Yeah. I mean, like during COVID, for instance, like we were working every single day. I mean, we did not, if anything, we got more business during COVID because people were at home more. And so it was interesting. We didn't get any days off. We were working more hours, extra hours, actually.
Yeah, well, car lots, I was in the car business at the time. We got deemed essential, and I was doing, and so I never missed a day of work, like literally never missed a day of work during COVID. I didn't get sick till I didn't get COVID till after COVID.
Yeah, I think I had COVID before COVID, which was weird because
I'm not convinced I didn't either. Around Valentine's of 2020, when the flood came through Jackson and it flooded really bad, I was out taking pictures of all that. And I ended up sick for like 3 or 4 days.
It was like February, right before it quote exploded.
About middle of February, I got deathly ill for about a week, and it was some kind of mystery viral infection.
They couldn't tell me if it was the flu, the strep. They were like, I don't know what you got, but here's some pills. And I was like, all right. And then
take this CPAC.
Yeah, 3 or 4 days later, I was okay. But yeah, 3 or 4 days, I was out. But I mean, a little bit about me. I mean, yeah, I'm from Flowood, went to Northwest Rankin High School. I mean, I've been here pretty much my whole life, other than I went to Mississippi State, went to
Hill State
school there for 1 year. But so before that, I went to Holmes Community College here in Ridgeland, and I was the manager of the soccer team, actually. So Matt Convertino was the head coach, and he was great. It was great experience being able to get a full scholarship to Holmes. And I mean, that was like my first stepping stone, you call it, into like a management role. And so it was pretty cool managing the soccer team.
Yeah. I mean, these sports teams all have managers now. Hell, football teams have general managers. I'm guessing basketball teams may too, but I know like these college football teams have general managers now. They're very much a very pro style program, the way they run with NIL and them being able to pay players and stuff now. So it's really unique to see how that's all grown. So how'd you get into plumbing?
Dude, well, to say the least, I guess I hit rock bottom. I mean, school didn't work out. The military didn't work out. I was selling paint at Lowe's and living in my dad's house. I mean, I didn't have any clue what I was going to do. And so I had some buddies that were like, hey man, this plumbing company's hiring, like, just give it a shot. Like, we know you can be good at it, even though you don't have any experience, but they're hiring. No experience needed. It doesn't matter. Just show up. Like 50% of the battle for employers is getting their employees to show up. 50% is to show up. And so I showed up every day. I mean, I rarely get sick. And so that was 9 or 10 years ago now. And so about 2.5 years of just, learning, growing. I was very green. I mean, this man named Jimmy Rooker was my first, I'll call him my coach, first plumbing coach, my first boss. I mean, he showed me how to turn on a water meter.
We've all got coaches. It doesn't matter. It does not have to be sports. I mean, I have influence here at the radio station. Kim Wade on in the afternoons. He was a coach for me, still is. There's people I get advice from when I was in the car business. There's experienced sales guys that took me under their wing and showed me how to be a salesman. How to talk to customers. I mean, you're never too old to learn.
Public speaking was actually one of my best classes in school. I loved it. I mean, I go on WLBT live occasionally. And so I don't have any problem with that. So like the sales aspect of it, which a lot of contractors, that is their downfall.
Well, a lot of people are not good with their hands and their mouth,
Interesting. Yeah.
Like
word it.
I guess that could be taken the wrong way.
Oh gosh.
But you know what I mean is like a lot of people aren't good with building things and selling.
Right. It's hard to find an all-arounder because a lot of my employees, they're like, no, I don't want to sell nothing. I don't want to talk to the customer. I just want to go inside, do the work, and go home. And then some people are very adamant and they're like, man, I want to sell. I want to make the company grow. I want to make like extra commission. I want to do whatever to I don't know. It's really up to the person. I think that's something that is hereditary in my opinion. It's really, I think that's one of the few things that's not nurture. I think that's like just, it's in your blood if you're a salesman.
I mean, well, you can be nurtured to be a better salesman, how to channel that energy, but either you're a outgoing person who likes to chat with strangers, who can carry on a conversation, who can look people in the eye, or you're not. So I agree. I agree. I don't think great salesmen are necessarily made. I think they're born, but you can definitely become better.
Gotcha.
I mean, God knows I went through a ton of training. I was always good talking to people and having conversations, but when it got to selling, that was different to me because then it had to be very focused, very intentional, and you had to eventually ask for the money.
Well, yeah, and you really got to know what you're talking about because a lot of customers, sometimes they'll know something that I'm not even familiar with plumbing wise. I mean, over the years, I mean, you run into such a wide variety of different scenarios. And obviously in like Jackson, where there's been, the houses are 60, 70, 80 years old. It's like, there's been 1,000 plumbers at this house throughout the years. There's 7 different kinds of pipe under here. Like, why? Like, you know, because they do patch. Most of the time or a lot of the times, especially like the property manager companies, they don't want to pay to repipe your whole house. They will pay to fix just the one little thing and then, you know, call it a day.
Yeah, well, also, it's not exactly up to code, is it either?
Oh, not a lot of times.
It's just people that crawled up under there and fixed it.
Well, yeah, if they just call Jerry up the street, you know, I mean, a lot of times they don't want to pay a regular plumber price, but I mean, you get what you pay for at the end of the day. I mean, there's a triangle of like having the contractor on time for the price you want, for the quality of work you want, and then you're supposed to just pick 2. Like, you can either have the price and the quality, but not, he's gonna be 2 weeks booked out or something like that. That's just one example of the world we live in now. It's hard to be all 3, even for me, even with 10 employees now, 7 trucks on the road. I've got my office person, Kim, you know her, she's doing phenomenal this year. She's only been here about a month and a half. And it's kind of one of those things where I was running the whole show by myself for 3.5 years. And then now that I have Kim, it's like, man, I don't ever want to go back to not having an office help at this point.
It makes a big difference. Let's get ready to go to our first break here. So I want to make sure if people get in and out of their cars all morning, tell people who you are real quick. Tell people how they can find you.
Dylan Anglin with Anglin Plumbing Service. I'm the owner, and it's 601-421-6215.
Or anglinplumbing.com.
That's it.
And you are hiring
right now? Yes, sir. Yes, hiring.
All right. We'll talk more about that when we come back. You looking to make $50,000 or more a year? Looking for a new career where you can excel in pretty fast? You good with your hands? We may have a job for you. Don't go anywhere. This is the Clay Edwards Show. We got Dylan Anglin, Anglin Plumbing, here in the studio with me this morning. The Men's Health, Women's Wellness Mississippi Studios. Y'all check out his website, anglinplumbing.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on WYAB. B.
.1039 WYAB.
Burgers, blues, barbecue, the name says it all. At our spots in Madison, downtown Brandon, and Flowood at Dogwood, dive into mouth-watering, award-winning burgers and barbecue like our tender brisket and savory pulled pork that'll have you licking your fingers clean. Our B3 Catering Company can handle any job from 5 to 5,000 people, and with 2 food trucks ready for all your special events. Check out the all-new burgersblues.com to view our full menu, order carry-out, and delivery by locally owned Take a Break deliveries.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's is a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic Southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
When seconds making a play, Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
Jackson, get ready for the official Dixie National Rodeo After Show at Martin's downtown on Saturday, February 14th. Live on stage, Cowboy Troy, the pioneer of hip hop and country rap. You've seen him with Big and Rich, Nashville Star, and even Dancing with the Stars. Now he's bringing that high-energy Texas country sound straight to Martin's. Don't miss this one-night party after the rodeo. Cowboy Troy. Tickets are on sale now at Eventbrite or visit the Martin's Downtown Facebook page.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. Hey guys, y'all just heard that Martin's commercial there. This big weekend downtown at Martin's with the Dixie National after party. Friday night, you've got Cowboy Troy. No. Friday night, you have Creed Fisher with special guest Burnham Road, full band. Saturday night, you've got Cowboy Troy there on Valentine's night. That's going to be a big one, man. Cowboy Troy, Music Mafia, Big and Rich. You've seen them all over the place for 20 years now. Get out there, check that out. If you're going to the Dixie Nationals, you plan when you leave there, run right on over to Martin's all weekend long and enjoy a great time. Man, rodeo and then Martin's, Valentine's night. I can't think of a whole lot better things to do. If you're out there doing that kind of stuff, good place, man. We were there this weekend for the Guns N' Roses tribute band. It's amazing what they've done with that place. Of course, you can swing by anytime for great lunch, dinner, and more. Either location, Gluckstadt at Livingston. I call that Gluckstadt, Madison County, there at Livingston, or downtown Jackson. Martin's, you can visit them online at Martin's Downtown JXN, or check on social media for the two different locations, Martin's Downtown or Martin's Livingston. All right, man, here in the Men's Health and Women's Wellness Mississippi studios this morning, we've got Dylan Anglin, owner of Anglin Plumbing right there in Rankin County. You're looking for a job? Man, Dylan is hiring. You got a son out there? And we talk about trade schools and the benefits of trade schools a lot on this show, and how, look, college just is not going to be for everybody. Traditional college is not going to be for everybody. And you look, trade schools might not even be for you. But if you're ready to get out there in the world and work today and start making some good money today, and you think you can show up and you're willing to learn, maybe your job is on the cusp of being replaced by AI. You know what ain't going to be replaced by AI? Plumbing.
No, not plumbing. No.
Plumbing ain't going to be replaced by AI. You know, jump in front of the crowd, jump in front of the rush, because there's about to be a lot of people potentially out of jobs here. And there's a lot of hardworking folks a lot of smart folks that are going to say, hey, you know what? I'm still young enough. I might go to a trade school, learn how to do something that AI can't replace. Or heck, maybe I'll just go jump into being a plumber somewhere like Anglin, where I don't have to go to school. This guy's going to pay me and train me.
Right. Yeah, that's what happened to me is I got paid to get trained. I mean, that was the best deal I could have ever asked for, honestly, because I mean, nobody wants to go into debt anymore. I mean, taking out loans is just not ideal anymore. Student loan debt last 20 years. I mean, like it just doesn't make any sense to me anymore with the way how high everything costs these days, I mean, trades is the way to go, personally.
I agree. I mean, when I was in the car dealership, the guys back in the back, the transmission guys, the mechanics. I think we had a transmission guy that could work on diesel transmissions and stuff. That guy was making $200,000 a year.
Yep.
I mean, these aren't quote unquote mechanics anymore. These are technicians.
Well, they're specialized for like one thing. Like that same with plumbing. It's like usually people that apply are really good at like one thing. Like, hey, I'm super good at remodels. Hey, I'm super good at new construction plumbing. Hey, I'm super good at residential or commercial repairs. Like, finding the one guy that is good at everything when plumbing is so broad, it's really impossible. I mean, you don't know everything. No plumber knows everything. It's too broad. I mean, there's water, sewer, and gas. And so we work on all three. And if you have a license, you can do anything up to $50,000 in Mississippi. So to start a plumbing company, you don't even have to have a license. You can literally do jobs up to $10,000 in the whole state of Mississippi with no license. So anybody with an LLC can just say they're a plumber, start their own business. And I've seen them crash and burn over the years. I've seen a lot of people. It's like a drag race almost. Like they start off just 100, miles an hour, balls to the wall, and then they burn out because they either have really poor money management skills, are not that good of a plumber or whatever trade it is, or just other unfortunate, like vehicle maintenance can be a huge battle as well. I mean, those are pretty much my biggest battles is employees showing up, customers not paying, and truck maintenance. Those are my three huge things that I fight on a weekly basis. And whenever
like most business owners,
when all three of those things happen in one day, a truck breaks down, a customer doesn't pay, and an employee doesn't show up, dude, you'll want to rip your hair out, man. I mean, it literally can all happen in one day. It's happened to me a few times.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, and like when we were talking the other day at your shop, there's so many businesses who can't withstand the perfect storm hitting them at one time. That doesn't mean they're a bad business owner, nothing like that. Like sometimes, you're just doing all you can as a business owner. Contrary to Democrat belief, all business owners are not millionaires. Just because you own the business, because you made the decision to be your own boss, does not mean you're automatically rich. I know that's breaking news here on the Clay Edwards Show, but and everybody can't afford to take a big hit. I mean, I'm an independent contractor, so I'm basically a business owner here. And if my truck breaks down and advertisers don't pay, well, guess who can't show up to work that day?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
When you're the commodity, like your only commodity, it's tough. So at least you have employees and stuff. So if you get sick, the business can still be out there making money.
That is true. But I mean, at the very beginning, it was all me. I mean, I was by myself, just thugging it, just winging it, just doing everything. I had literally $5,000, one truck full of tools, and that was it, and me. And I mean, I just started buying stuff like cameras and pro presses and locators, and eventually got my first actual plumbing truck, like an actual F-250 with a utility bed with the bins and everything. And so then you can upgrade to start hiring people. And then, I just got a little bit lucky on a lot of the people that I hired, and then a little bit unlucky on some of the people that I've hired over the years. But I mean, all in all, I wouldn't want to do anything else, man. I mean, give all the glory to God. I love it. It's what I was meant to do, is to help people. The plumbing community is amazing. Like whenever another company needs help, we will help them. Like if someone's their water heater busts in their attic and floods their house, if they can't get to it, one of my buddies, then we'll step in and help them out. Or if we can't get to a specific customer, grandma's, toilets are backing up, and if we're too booked, then I'll call one of my plumbing friends and send them out there and either sub them out or just give them the job. It's more about like us versus Jackson, us versus the plumbing, not really us versus each other a lot of times.
Oh, sure. So how long have you actually been in business for yourself?
3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in May. So that's coming up.
What would you say your specialty is?
Tankless water heaters for me. For me specifically. But I've hired people that are like, one guy's Martin. He's my head remodeler. He's over this job in West Point we're doing right now. It's like a HUD subsidized, Medicare, Medicaid housing.
Yeah.
So
it's like basically a big apartment complex. That's for elderly.
Yeah, it's a lot of elderly
for seniors.
people.
A senior living center.
Yes, and so we're replacing everything and all 72 units. Martin is basically telling everybody what to do, replacing all the tubs, faucets, sinks. Toilets. Everything. And then they're coming in and replacing the flooring, new sheetrock, new paint, and then we come in with the new materials when they're ready for us.
Yeah. So what I hear out of that is there's no job too big.
Correct. Yes,
Franklin Plumbing.
Yep. Pretty much. We've got 4 guys living in West Point right now. And they're working right now. They might be listening to the show. I don't know. Maybe.
Shout out to those guys up there in West Point.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think that the point of introducing you to the audience this morning is for them to understand what you can do for them, from clogged toilet to complete rebuild.
Yep.
Or new construction.
We almost could pretty much build a whole house. With all the connections that I have built up over the years, specifically Guerrilla Builders, this man named Todd. He's a beast. We work with him all the time on remodels and new construction stuff. And then there's a few other people that we work with hand in hand. We're not huge into new construction yet. Like, we'll do like custom houses, but we're not, we don't have 50, 100. We ain't got 100 employees to start doing the spec houses, back to back.
Well, let's hit something more recent here. So we've had a lot of really cold weather, like freezing weather, and we know that's hell on pipes and whatnot. Are you seeing a lot of people who are having to call because they didn't leave their water drip and didn't cover up the water faucets? Any freeze issues?
There's been a few freeze issues. The number one thing, I've had 3 USAA recent customers that had insurance claims on a busted tankless water heater in the attic, which back in the day wasn't as common, but for some reason there's a few little parts in the tankless water heater. If it's in the attic or outside, it could be anywhere.
Are these newer or older units?
Most of them are older. Most of them are 10 or 15 years old.
Okay.
So that's good to hear, because a lot of times they don't make nothing like they used to. But speaking of the USAA, I had a recent customer, his water heater busted, and he filed the insurance claim. Paul Davis came out and cleaned up everything, and we upgraded him he had an electric tankless, which I do not really support the electric. We like the Navien natural gas water heaters from either mostly I buy them from Ferguson. And so the natural gas ones can actually provide the whole house with enough hot water. The one he had was maybe like a 6 gallon a minute, and he would turn on his faucet in his kitchen and couldn't turn on the hot water in the bathroom. You couldn't run both at the same time.
Yeah.
And so we upgraded to the Navien tankless, and he was a part of the 5th squad, which is my next door neighbors to my shop. And so whenever
they love me.
When we got that job all figured out, I used the profit from that job to make a donation to the 5th squad. And so now I'm a sponsor, and that's what I did this week, actually, to help the veterans.
Yeah. So is that something you do a lot of?
Donations sometimes. It's not a huge, it's hard to find the happy medium from when you can donate. And then also, you can't just trust every charity out there nowadays. A lot of charities are scams. You see that all over the internet.
The majority of charities are scams, or 501c3s. They take the donations and they pay themselves very, very well. And they'll donate 10, 20% to whatever their cause is. And it's usually their cause.
Right. It's rigged. Yeah.
I know the guys at 5th Squad. They do good work.
They're awesome.
It's not a scam at all.
No, that's why I like to donate to an organization that I know is actually helping a veteran, like actually helping somebody.
Yeah.
And so, a few other topics.
Hold that thought. Let's take a break real quick. When we come back, we're going to keep peeling this onion back with Dylan Anglin with Anglin Plumbing, right out of Rankin County, Mississippi, and how he can help you with all your plumbing needs, from a clogged toilet to a complete rebuild and even new construction. They got you covered at Anglin Plumbing, commercial, residential. I guess that's really about it. Commercial and residential.
Yeah.
There's not a third option there.
Everything.
We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show.
Awesome.
.1039 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Men, let's talk about low testosterone. Do you suffer from any of these symptoms? Low sex drive, ED. Are you always tired, depressed? You have loss of muscle mass? You're obese? Maybe you have loss of focus and drive? Then you, my friends, may suffer from low testosterone. Let my buddies over at Men's Health in Mississippi, located right there in Madison, check your numbers today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. Check them out online at menshealthms.com. That's menshealthms.com. Men's Health Mississippi.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
This Valentine's Day, be the hero without the hassle. At Green Oak, we're the Valentine's Day experts. We know exactly what she wants, and we make it easy for you to get it right. Choose from stunning hand-designed floral arrangements and gifts online at greenoakms.com or visit us in-store in Jackson next to Palm Bridges Park or in Ridgeland at the Township. Green Oak does all the work. You get all the credit. Order now at greenoakms.com and make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Green Oak, Jackson's floral experts since 1960.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps, and more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions, at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studio. This is...
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show here inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. You can always text Clay to 601-800-5130. Just text my name, CLOI, and they're going to get you a free testosterone screening But man, there's so much more than testosterone. They got you covered for your GLP-1s. That's your semaglutides, your your weight loss shots. Long story short, highly recommend it. Don't believe all the fear mongering out there about this stuff that I've been seeing lately. It helps you lose weight. What would you rather be? You'd rather deal with a side effect from you'd rather deal with a side effect from losing weight, or would you rather deal with the side effects of being obese? I will take a potential side effect from losing weight than I will a heart attack, diabetes, or anything else that comes with being obese. Pick your poison, my friends. And to say that, I kid around about that, but the side effects are minimal. I've had 0 side effects from it. So there's that. So everybody's different. Talk to them about it. That's why it's great to, when you do those things, it's great to not order it offline. It's great to do it under the care of a physician so they can track these things. Hey, you having any side effects? Is there anything weird going on when you go get your shot, or they give you can take your own, whatever. You go get yours refilled every month. They're going to have a conversation with you. They're going to weigh you. They're going to check your blood pressure. They're going to do all these things to see where you're at and how you're doing. When you order this stuff online, you don't know what you're getting. I just saw a big story last night that Hims, the online place that sells the Viagra and the weight loss stuff, they're tied up in a big controversy over some bad semaglutide. And I got that right here. And we're going to get back to our guest real quick. But it says right here, it says Hims stock slid 40% in a month. And what it says here is recently, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued a warning to Hims regarding its semaglutide promotion, indicating that the company was marketing compound versions of weight loss medications that have not received FDA approval and whose safety and effectiveness could not be substantiated. This is not a trivial reprimand. Such warnings can result in legal actions, product confiscations, or injunctions if the company fails to adequately resolve matters at hand. Now, look, there's nothing wrong with compounded versions if you know you're getting a compounded version. And that goes back to why you want to do that under the guidance of a medical professional, not from some online fly-by-night company like Hims or any of the other ones. It's affordable, and you do it under the care of a physician. Men's Health, Women's Wellness Mississippi. Ladies, you can disqualify. Y'all can text Clay for this also, not just men. Text Clay 601-800-5130, and they're going to get you an appointment set up today. Free testosterone screenings and a free consultation on the semaglutide. All right, man, we've got our last full segment here this morning. We've got our buddy Dylan Anglin here with Anglin Plumbing inside the studios with me, live and in person. We're on the Mazda Jackson live stream at Save JXN on YouTube, X, and Rumble. Appreciate everybody in there. Look at there, man. Chat staying nice and full this morning. So, Dylan, one of the things we were going to talk about, and I'm glad you brought this up during the break. We're going to go backwards here based on what we talked about during the break. You mentioned, and this is so great, little old ladies or just single women in general,
right,
being taken advantage of by contractors, plumbers, whatever. And man, that one hits home because we dealt with a lot of that in the car business. Ladies would come and they would always have their guard up because they felt like they're going to be taken advantage of. And I know me personally, I would always go out of my way to do just the opposite because I didn't want to be the stereotype. I didn't want to be the guy that they felt like took advantage of them. And I've never got accused of that. And it's something I'm very proud of.
What we see a lot, man, is elderly women in their 70s, 80s that are widows, that their husband used to take care of everything. They're married 50, 60 years. They're, the nicest, sweetest people you could ever meet. And you walk in the door and they're like, hey man, the last guy that came did da-da-da-da-da. He said he fixed it, but like he charged me $1,000 and I'm still having this problem. Is there anything you can do? And then, man, I mean, sometimes it really hits me. And then sometimes it's like, man, where do you find the happy medium on actually helping somebody out that really needs it versus me getting taken advantage of? Sometimes customers try to take advantage of me, but specifically the elderly women that, usually widows or whatever the case
fixed
is,
income,
stuff like that. I mean, I try to help them out as much as possible. I mean, I try to do whatever I can to get the job done right, as fairly, as reasonable as possible.
Well, I was going to say, even if you're not quote unquote helping them out, if you're just fair and honest.
Right. Well, with a warranty as well, so that
Right.
they know that we can back our warranty with my license, general liability insurance, workman's comp. I mean, car insurance, everything that I have, all my ducks in a row. You know, we can help at least ensure to the customer that they know we're not just some bogus company.
I'm glad you bring that up, because that's one of the things when I push my guys over at Watkins Construction and Roofing, they're one of our partners here on the show.
I do a lot of work for them.
When I push them, that's one of the things I mentioned. And I don't like stepping on somebody's, a smaller guy's hustle. But there's some companies, there's some businesses, you want to go with a bigger guy. You want to go with a more professional. You don't want to go with the one little guy who was knocking on the doors that ain't even got a t-shirt with his company's name on it, ain't got a logo on his vehicle, no door magnets at least. They just come, man, I get it out in Brandon a lot. We must be a hot map for roofing companies.
Oh yeah,
because
they're down a dozen roofer. Everybody's
they're constantly knocking on my door. Man, you need a roof. Not like that.
Dude,
not talking to me like that. I don't.
I've seen some messed up people.
I just love telling them that I only use Watkins Construction, but it goes to these people will show up. You don't know who they are. They just tell you they were so and so. Plumbing's no different. All these trades are no different. There's great people that do it, and there's hucksters.
Yep.
The car business was the same way, unfortunately, and that's why the good guys get lumped in with the shady ones.
There's a lot of bad stereotypes for cars, sleazy car salesmen or used car salesmen. But I mean, it's just one of those things that's another way that I build trust with the customers. I tell them I have over 250 5-star reviews on Google. Like, name me one other small town plumbing company that has that many 5-star reviews. None, other than Roto-Rooter, Environment Masters, and then maybe ComfortTech, the big companies. I mean, there's not one other small town plumbing company that if there is, it's very few that have over 250 5-star reviews on Google.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, because rarely do people go and express when they're excited.
Yeah,
usually they just don't say anything bad. That is a good. No news is good news.
Yeah. I say that all the time.
No review is a good review, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
But you got to ask for the reviews too. So hey, if you were happy and if you don't mind.
When I say no news is good news, is when my employees are not blowing up my phone. When my employees are not like, hey, the walls are caving in, boss, come save me, help. When that's not happening, okay, that's when no news is good news.
It's like when people aren't sending me screenshots of people talking about me on the internet. I'm like, look, I didn't get any text with a screenshot today. It's a great day.
Yeah, that's a good day.
Like, I know
That's
people
awesome.
don't like me. You don't have to send me the screenshots.
Oh man. Oh yeah. But so another big topic I wanted to touch on was the CCST gas flex hoses, gas flex pipe in Jackson.
So for folks that don't remember, 2 or 3 years ago, a couple of houses over in South Jackson were just randomly blowing up, and some people lost their lives when this happened. And you never heard anything else about it. It was just like I thought it was, well, the way the media portrayed it, or the Jackson Fire Department. I don't want to throw the media under the bus here, because they're just regurgitating what they're being told. But the way it was kind of passed off to the public is, oh, this is an Atmos issue, and they got some bad gas lines going to these houses, and houses are just blowing up. Well, come to find out, it wasn't the line going to the house, it was the line that was being used in the house.
Correct.
The flex line.
Well, so they have Ward Flex, and then Home Depot has their Home Flex, and then there's Track Pipe. There's all these different flex pipes. Now, the idea and the concept of it is great, because it's easier in some ways, it's cheaper in some ways. You can get more done in different ways, and so there is a lot of pros to it if it's installed properly. So there's these little half moon looking metal pieces that go inside each fitting, and they're extremely delicate and easy to lose, and they're easy to break and bend. Some of them even have graphite washers in a gas pipe. That's the one at Home Depot has a literal, it looks like a piece of cardboard. And it's like, that doesn't look right. And so some of the gas pipes we do not use because of that reason. I mean, we typically use Ward Flex from Ferguson. That's our number one gas pipe that we prefer. But yeah, they banned gas flex pipe for any kind of remodel or new construction in the city of Jackson. Now, you can use it in Madison, Flowood, Pearl, anywhere else is fine. But in Jackson, you cannot use gas flex pipe because so many people were using, Jimmy up the street, jerry rigging everything, and they ruined a good product, really.
Not doing it right.
We're not doing it right.
So you can't even come in and do a repair with it?
Nope. You have to repipe the whole freaking house. If that house already has flex pipe throughout the entire house, even if it's a brand new house, let's say it was 4 or 5 years old, which would be that perfect time frame of when gas flex pipes hit the fan, and then also wasn't banned yet, you can't fix it. I mean, you could maybe do a repair as long as Atmos doesn't find out about it, but typically
then you got a liability issue,
right? Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. And so typically Atmos says anything over 5 or 10 feet of a repair, you have to pull a permit. And so if they have to pull a permit, they have to have it inspected. And so basically they pretty much have rigged it to where you have to repipe anything with black iron instead of flex pipe.
Interesting. All right, look, we got about 2 minutes left before our next break, and that's pretty much going to be the last. This may kind of be the last of it here. You got any other topics you want to hit other than hiring?
Hiring. I mean, I'm from here. I've worked my butt off to try to make a good name for my company. I mean, I love all my customers, all my friends and family that support me, God. I mean, everything that has gotten me to this point, I'm extremely thankful to be here and to help the people of Mississippi, to put a good name out there that people can trust. I mean, it's hard, but it's what I was here to do. I love it. And it's my favorite thing in the world is my company.
Yeah, and if you just joined us, we got Dylan Anglin here in the studio this morning. He owns Anglin Plumbing. He's kind of just introducing himself to you guys. I'm introducing him to y'all. He's going to be a partner here on the show. You're going to be hearing more about him over the next few months, hopefully for the next few years. We do this for a long time. If you got any plumbing needs at all, from a clogged toilet, leaky pipes, whatever the case may be, Dylan can get you taken care of. Full remodels, new construction, all of it. Not professional, commercial, residential. He's got you covered. Apartment complexes, all of it. Reach out to Anglin Plumbing. Y'all know you don't remember phone numbers, so I just don't ever give out phone numbers, but you can Google Anglin Plumbing, Pearl, Mississippi, or Anglin, ANGLIN plumbing.com, and it has all the contact information there. Let's take our last break. Come back and we'll land the plane with Dylan and kind of repeat a little bit of information for you. This is the Clay Edwards Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on WYAB. All right, guys. Appreciate you online. No sense in hanging y'all over just to come back and say goodbye. We'll be back at it tomorrow for an FAFO Friday here on the Clay Edwards Show. It'll be all gas. No breaks. I'm sure we'll have an update on the school choice stuff because I know they are not going to sit back idly after I just attack them like that and not say anything. So I'm sure we'll have a follow-up to that and more. Y'all don't go